from the Technology Center on the campus of Herkimer College. This is HCTV News, a student-produced newscast covering Herkimer County and the community it serves.
Hello, I'm Brandon Moody, and welcome to the new look of HCTV News from Herkimer College. We'll be here every Thursday afternoon this semester at 5 o'clock with a full half-hour newscast produced by students enrolled in communication arts programs here at Herkimer. HCTV News is a production of advanced video production students enrolled in the communication arts, radio, and television broadcasting program. The State University of New York Board of Trustees has approved Dr. Kathleen C. McColgan of Syracuse, New York as the fourth president of Herkimer College. Since 2008, McColgan has been senior vice president and has served as provost of Onondaga Community College. In the years before then, she was provost of Cayuga Community College Fulton campus. In 2001, as well as a faculty member and coordinator of the Nursing Arts Laboratory at Cayuga. SUNY Chancellor Nancy L. Zimpher says, quote, "I am confident that Dr. McColgan's leadership will continue to be a bright spot for SUNY. Dr. McColgan will be in place by the fall semester here at Herkimer College." If you are a returning student or a new student, applications are now being accepted for on-campus housing for the upcoming fall semester. Your application must contain two things: a certificate of residency and a $350 deposit fee. The deadline for applications is April 17th. There is also a meeting scheduled on April 27th regarding the scheduling of rooms. Students returning this fall should keep in mind that it is a first-come, first-served policy regarding housing reservations. Applications should be mailed or dropped off to the Herkimer Housing Office at 100 Reservoir Road on the Herkimer campus. For more information regarding this process, log on to herkimer.edu or call 315-867-2222. Herkimer College Commencement is coming up in May. If you're planning on graduating at the end of the spring semester, there are some things you should be doing to be sure you qualify for your degree. Potential graduates must first schedule a meeting with Assistant Registrar Roxanne Patterson in the Registrar's office. You'll discuss whether or not you have all your classes and credits you need to graduate on time. You'll also be able to discuss your options if you don't have the requirements to graduate. You can also review what actions you should be taking if you are thinking about transferring to another college. The Registrar's Office suggests that you make a list of your concerns and questions so that you can be well organized and prepared for this meeting. Commencement is May 15th, 2015 in the PE building here on the Herkimer College campus. For more details, contact Roxanne Patterson at 315-866-0300, or you can email her at the address on your screen. Herkimer College now has a new way for you to stay up to date with campus activities. The Herkimer College Dashboard is a mobile-friendly online destination to help users navigate Herkimer's online content. The app offers things like a directory, an academic calendar, faculty absences, and support services. To get the app, go to herkimer.edu, scroll to the bottom of the site, and then click where it says Add Herc App to your device home screen. Users also have access to the full Herkimer site from the dashboard as well. Herkimer College students have a new path to a four-year degree at SUNY Fredonia. A new transfer agreement with Fredonia will guarantee Herkimer music industry students junior status when transferring to Fredonia. Students that complete their communication arts music industry degree at Herkimer can transfer into Fredonia's Bachelor of Science in Business Administration with a concentration in music industry. Students transferring must have completed the Herkimer AS degree and at least 7 of the 10 SUNY general education requirements at Herkimer, and have a minimum cumulative GPA of 2.5 to be guaranteed admission with full junior standing. Herkimer College has more than 150 transfer agreements with four-year colleges and universities in both the private sector and SUNY. These agreements provide a seamless transfer for students within the SUNY system. More than 60% of Herkimer College students transfer after graduation. For more information, please contact Herkimer's transfer counselor, Catherine Schwaback, at 315-866-0300, extension 8308. You can also email her or find out more about Herkimer's current transfer agreements at www.herkimer.edu/transfer agreements. There's more news straight ahead after this break during HCTV News. I'm Brandon Moody. Molly Pardee will join us after the break. She's up next with your complete weather forecast. Stay with us.
Coming up next, the weather outlook for Herkimer and the surrounding areas, here on HCTV News. Stay with us.
Make the right connections with your communication arts degree from Herkimer College. Interested in radio? Meant to DJ? Then Herkimer College's radio TV program is the program for you. Learn all about the radio industry, record your own show, or even produce a live one. The possibilities are endless. For more information about communication arts programs at Herkimer College, visit www.herkimer.edu.
There's nothing like the changing of the seasons. The waterways are less crowded. The temperatures are colder. And for many unprepared or inexperienced boaters, it's the perfect opportunity to set sail, dip paddle, or let that motor rip. But there's one thing that never changes regardless of the season, and that's always remembering to wear a life jacket. A message from the New York State Office of Parks, Recreation, and Historic Preservation.
Now, the weather outlook for Herkimer and the surrounding areas, here on HCTV News.
Welcome back to HCTV News from Herkimer College. I'm Brandon Moody.
And I'm Molly Pardee for HCTV Weather. So Brandon, are you excited that the storm that just hit south of us didn't hit us this weekend?
Actually, I'm pretty excited because I am fed up with the weather.
Me too. I don't want any more snow.
So what's the weather going to be like this week?
Well, let's find out. So there's a storm that's coming from the south, and it's just going to miss us, so it doesn't look like any snow at all for us today and the next couple of days. And it's looking like today it's going to be about 16 degrees outside, and it's going to be sunny. It's pretty sunny out right now, and it's really got some clear skies. The wind is 15 miles an hour, and tonight it's supposed to cool down, but still partly cloudy, and the wind is going to be 5 miles an hour. And tomorrow we're going to have a high of 22 and a low of 9. It's going to be partly cloudy and some light winds. Saturday we're going to have some snow, a high of 33 and a low of 25, but still kind of snowy and yucky. Sunday is going to be 36 with a low of 25, snow showers. And our extended outlook will be some snow on Monday that leads to warmer weather and sun on Tuesday and Wednesday.
So the weather is warming up?
It's going to warm up by next week.
That really excites me.
Me too.
Thanks, Molly Pardee, for that weather update. When we return, Jennifer Lopez is going to get you caught up on the latest regarding the Herkimer General sports teams. Stay with us.
Catch up with the Herkimer General sports teams. After the break, it's Sports Wrap, here on HCTV 99 News.
Jump into the world of radio production and electronic media at Herkimer County Community College's 91.5 FM WVHC. When the semester kicks in, students take over the airwaves, turning their dreams and ideas into real live radio.
Topping Herkimer County Community College news today with graduation soon approaching.
Are you the next big voice? Find your home on the airwaves at Herkimer County Community College and WVHC. For more information, go to www.herkimer.edu.
Apheresis, a Greek word meaning to take away. What if apheresis meant you could have uninterrupted time to watch TV or your favorite movie while saving lives at the same time? The Red Cross uses apheresis machines to save the lives of cancer patients. By separating your platelets, the Red Cross is able to get the blood to the people who need it. Contact your local Red Cross for more information. Make an appointment. Donate. Reschedule. Someone you love may just depend on it.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Lopez and welcome to HCTV News Sports Wrap. Well, let's get right to it. The Herkimer Generals men's basketball team are now the three-peat Region 3 champions. They started regionals on Friday the 27th, defeating Fulton Montgomery 65-50 for the third time this season. The Generals let the Raiders hang around the first half despite getting a strong performance from sophomore Ken Woodard, who collected 14 first-half points. They didn't build on the lead until point guard Julio Galais scored 5 points in the span of 24 seconds, sinking a jumper and completing an and-one play. He also added 2 rebounds and 1 assist to his total. Carson Murphy finished with the game's only double-double, accumulating 11 points, 11 rebounds, 2 steals, and 2 blocks. Their next game in the semifinals was against Finger Lakes Community College on Saturday the 28th, where they overcame a poor first half but finished on top, defeating the Lakers 65-59. The Generals led the first 10 minutes of the first half, despite being overwhelmed by Lakers' defense, which resulted in 15 turnovers for the Generals. 3-point baskets by Felix Riascos and Jamel Johnson kept the lead from reaching double digits, leading 33-27 at half. Helping the Generals maintain the lead throughout the game was sophomore Jalad Tarver. He scored 10 of the team's final 15 points. His ability to get to the paint and finish was the difference in the game. Next game was the Region 3 championship game on Sunday the 1st. For a third consecutive season, the Herkimer General men's basketball team faced rival Mohawk, but this time it was different, as both fought for a chance to be regional champs. Jamel Johnson set the tone early for the Generals, scoring the team's first 6 points. Johnson scored 23 points overall, just 3 points away from his season high, which helped him earn MVP of the Region 3 tournament. Mohawk Valley quickly tied it, taking the lead 7-6. Both guards Daniel Owens and Jamel Johnson connected on 3 3-point baskets, 2 by Owens and 1 by Johnson, for a 9-point lead. Owens and Johnson finished with 6 of the Generals' 9 threes in the game, helping expand the Hawk defense. A timeout allowed Mohawk Valley to regroup 2 offensive rebounds, and a putback by Felix Riascos kept it at 2 possessions until a 3-pointer by Mohawk decreased the Herkimer lead to 24-22. At the end of the first half, Jalad Tarver sunk a half-court shot before the buzzer. He finished with 7 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. Building on the momentum from the first half, the Generals owned the first 5 minutes of the second, building a 12-point lead after 7 consecutive points by Dontre Langhorne. He finished with 9 points, 8 rebounds, and 2 assists. Winning 74-67, Woodard also joined Johnson on the all-tournament team. The boys will be heading out for nationals next Thursday, where they will be playing at Sullivan Community College. Who they are playing, though, is yet to be announced. Congratulations to the Herkimer Generals on their championship and good luck on their journey to nationals. I'm Jennifer Lopez with HCTV Sports Wrap. We'll be back with more HCTV news after the break.
Peaceful, calm, full of natural beauty, the Adirondack Park in upstate New York is the place for your outdoor adventures. Take a leisurely stroll as you browse the shops of scenic Old Forge. Take a dinner cruise along historic lakes. Boats depart at various times throughout the day from Old Forge Pond. Or head deep into the Adirondacks for a true wilderness experience. Set up at your own private campsite. Build a roaring fire. Take a relaxing canoe ride. Enjoy the natural splendor that's just up the road. The Adirondack Park, where you can get away from it all without going too far away. Are you ready to go? Then go ahead and visit www.apa.state.ny.us for details regarding your next Adirondack adventure.
Time now for the HCTV News Question of the Week. It's your turn to express your thoughts on campus-wide issues.
Hello, and welcome back to HCTV News, here on HCTV. I'm Brandon Moody. Thanks for joining us. Time now for our HCTV News Question of the Week, where we comb the campus looking for your on-camera input. Earlier, we told you about Herkimer College's new app for this week's Question of the Week. HCTV reporter Sean Mayfia wants to know what other apps people are using.
I'm Sean Mayfia for HCTV News' Question of the Week, and the question of the week is, what app do you use the most that's not popular, and why?
An app I use a lot is iFile. I use it for things like going through my phone and finding like deleted numbers or old messages that I previously was really mad about, but then like I kind of got over to go back and get it.
I use the app Time Hop, and it just shows you from like Facebook, Twitter, like all your old statuses or like pictures you posted from like 3 years ago. So yeah, that's pretty nifty.
It's basically an app called Dub Smash, where you take, it actually has little snippets from like movies and different songs or little catchphrases that you catch people saying, and you basically play it and record yourself as it's playing. So you're basically acting it out. So you could be funny with it, you could be serious with it, you can make faces with it, you could just do whatever you want with it. And you get your likes, you get your shares, you try to get some views, and it's a very fun app. I would recommend it to a lot of people.
A game that I play a lot is Dots. It's just, you just connect the little dots and make full circles, squares and stuff like that.
So the app I want to talk about today is ESPN FC. For those of you that watch soccer or football, as most of us like to call it, it's an app where you could check out like all the latest scores, all the latest news, like they give you highlights.
For HCTV News Question of the Week, I'm Sean Mayfia. Back to you, Brandon.
Thanks, Sean. Be sure to tune in next week for another edition of HCTV News Question of the Week. And don't be shy if you see our crew around campus Thursday afternoons looking for your opinion. Well, stay with us. Coming up after the break, Giorgio Villaro is here with us today as our live studio guest to discuss the mission and goals of the Student Activities Center here at Herkimer College, with Matt Van Valkenburg as our host. That's straight ahead in our Newsmakers segment right here on HCTV News. Stay with us.
Families come in all sizes and shapes. Sometimes your friends are your family by choice, or sometimes you're just stuck with Uncle Charles. Sometimes you've got an office family. Yes! And sometimes Team Family has got your back. But what we know is that you want to protect the people that are close to you. The flu can unravel everything. Your flu vaccine protects you and your family. No matter what draws your family together, protect yourself. Protect your family. Everyone needs a flu vaccine.
Hello, and welcome back to HCTV News. I'm Brandon Moody. Thanks for joining us. We're here each week at this time with a 30-minute newscast produced by Herkimer College Communication Arts, Radio, Television, Broadcasting majors. This live weekly newscast is a production of RT 263, an advanced video production class offered here at Herkimer College. Up next, Matt Van Valkenburg has a special guest in our live Newsmakers segment. Matt?
Thanks, Brandon. My name is Matthew Valkenburg here for HCTV News, and I have Giorgio Villaro with us today. How you doing today?
Good, man. How you doing?
Hanging in there. So you work in the Center for Student Leadership and Involvement. What exactly is that?
We're a department just like everyone else at the college, but I guess maybe you could say we have a little bit more fun than like your typical department. We not only do we have our own clubs, we have over 30 clubs that we represent. We also do the activities on campus. Just last week, we had our petite pet shop that is what people call Build-A-Bear. There were, I believe it was like 150 to 180. We dispersed them from 11 o'clock to 3 o'clock and just kind of let everybody do their own thing. Other than that, earlier in the semester, we had laser tag. Just a couple of weeks ago, we had Eric Mina here. He's actually a hypnotist. He came right to RMCC 247 for a couple hours and did some stuff. But I guess in the grand scheme of things, we just try to make you guys just more well-rounded. That's what you kind of do at a college, just dive into different things, and we kind of help you dive into certain things.
So you guys are like the fun of the campus, really.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. There's a lot of work that does go into it. Like even like getting a room, like you have to get a room reservation form. Like there is a lot of planning. So when the event is occurring, it seems like it's fun. But in the grand scheme of things, like we spent months upon months, like just kind of contacting vendors and then also other students. Like I know our theater group, they're going to be doing something at the end of the semester. They're practicing right now, like for their event that's in May. So it takes time, and obviously it looks good, like I had said. But after that, you're good.
So it's definitely a lot of work to get into, what you're doing and setting up everything. Do you guys have like a specific goal you set for the semester or for the year or whatever for your center? Or?
Yeah. Like we want people to not only have fun, but to get an educational aspect on it as well. We do things with career services where we have different people kind of come in. I've spoken as well. I do a lot of social media on campus. So just last week in room 288, we spoke to kids about like their resumes and what type of image they should be representing themselves on for social media. So like yes, we do have our fun aspects, but to return to like the goal, we want to offer you guys different stuff that the classroom does not offer. And I think we do a good job of that.
Mm-hmm. Now that the social media aspect of it, is that a big part of what you guys do? Because I know you have like Herc Nation and hashtag HCTV and all of that. Mm-hmm. Is there more to it than just the social media, or do you actually have to plan out that stuff?
I guess I'm trying to figure out if that currently is a good way to disperse information. I also work in athletics, and they do a great job, or the kids have done a great job in giving me, I guess, information on what they want on our social media. So I'm trying to do that same thing for student leadership and involvement, so kids know when stuff is going on. Mm-hmm. And a lot of times they tell me I'm always on my phone, I'm kind of checking things out. So it's like, all right, well, if you go to Herkimer SAC, which is both our Instagram and our Twitter feed, you can find out what is going on. And I typically post stuff a week in advance. So you can't really tell me, hey, I didn't see it, because I do probably 5, 6, 7 posts per event. So kids know, and there's pictures on there, videos, all sorts of stuff.
Now, you attend all the sports events and update all of them, or as much as you can anyway?
Yeah, that's for sports, but for student leadership and involvement, it's the same thing. Mm-hmm. I'm pretty much the event contact. So when they have people that they have to speak with and kind of run the event, that's me.
Oh, okay. I mean, it sounds like you're on your phone for a good amount of the day, yeah?
Yeah. Like it's just kind of getting into a good pattern. Like it's not like you have to be on all the time, but if you're conscientious of what you have to do and you're concise with it, you're good.
Okay. Well, thanks for joining us. Coming up next, we're going to talk about any upcoming events on Herkimer College. Welcome back to HCTV News. I'm Matthew Van Valkenburg and I have Giorgio Villaro with me today. So before the break we were discussing any big events that were coming up. You have a list there I see of events coming up. What's going on for the spring semester?
Yeah, so just to let students know, if you go into RMCC 220, this is actually our semester list of events. You can see it's front and back. We have quite a bit of stuff on here, like it's written very small. But like next week, we actually have an open mic night, on Tuesday. That is going to be in the Big Theater at 6 o'clock. And then on Wednesday, our spring movie series continues. We're going to be playing The Hunger Games, The Mockingjay Part 1, again in the Big Theater. That will start at 8 o'clock. And then to conclude the week, we have our career fair on Thursday. I believe that starts 12:30. Actually, that starts at 11:30, and that's kind of a big event for all the students. And also included is all of our stuff in Alumni Hall. We actually have a game room. You can play pool. We have darts. You can do ping pong. I can't think of. You have board games, and it just kind of fills up any need that students have if they have free time. They can just kind of come down there anytime that we're open and participate whenever they feel.
And you mentioned the career fair that's coming up. What exactly is the career fair?
So we're going to have a lot of colleges that are coming here, and they, I guess, in a sense, kind of want to get resumes from students that are here. So what you should have is your resume set, and you should dress professionally like you're going for a job interview, and just kind of speak with people that you might be interested with, and just kind of chit-chat, like network. And from there, if you have a business card, that's great. If not, it's not that big of a deal. But it's a numbers game. A lot of times you have to talk to more than just one company, and the more that you speak with them, you'll get more comfortable. And then from there, hopefully you build like a good connection with that person and expanding your network for your specific field.
Yeah. Now, these events, obviously all the events you guys put on have certain budget, implications to them. Other colleges, bigger colleges with more students, they'll have bigger events. Do you guys have like a specific budget set aside for all your events, or?
Yeah, we have a budget for the entire year for the fall and the spring semester. We do have certain things like our take-home Tuesdays, where I said that was our Petite Pet Shop. That's one of them. Another one is movies, and then after that we have different events that we can kind of do. But we ask for your guys' help to do that kind of stuff too.
Well, thanks for joining us today. I'm Matthew Van Valkenburg for HCTV News. Back to you, Brandon.
Thanks, Matt. And thank you for joining us. That's HCTV News for tonight. Just a reminder, you can catch HCTV News every Thursday afternoon at 5 o'clock throughout this semester. Tune in for encore presentations Fridays at 5 as well. Newscasts are also archived on our YouTube channel, and find us on Facebook too. For more details on the communication arts programs offered at Herkimer College, visit www.herkimer.edu/learn. For everyone here in the communication arts programs at Herkimer College, I'm Brandon Moody. Thanks for watching and have a great day.